Today we got two powerful supernatural beings going head to head. Ghost Rider versus John Constantine. Who's coming out on top? Let's find out. Johnny Blaze, a motorcycle stuntman, became bound to the spirit of vengeance known as Zarathos after making a deal with Mephisto to spare his surrogate father. With the power to control hellfire, to inflict pain on those he deems evil with his penance stare, Johnny seeks vengeance as Ghost Rider. Johnny is the medallion of power, which is actually what gives him the ability to turn into the Ghost Rider. It also grants him superhuman strength, speed, stamina, and durability. As the Ghost Rider, Johnny's most notable ability is the penance stare. This attack causes others to experience a level of pain that is equivalent to what they've caused others out of illegal or immoral actions. Now, the way it works is that the Ghost Rider locks eyes of his opponent while in close combat, makes them feel all the pain they've ever inflicted. However, the penance stare doesn't always work like it's supposed to. If Ghost Rider can't make eye contact, the opponent has more than two eyes, is blind, or is high on drugs like cocaine, then the penance stare won't work. And the attack has actually backfired on him before, like when he used the penance stare on Venom, and Ghost Rider was knocked out. Johnny also has a supernatural steel chain that he uses as a weapon. He's able to grow it in length, transform it into other weapons like a spear, spin it as fast as a drill, and separate it into individual links and throw them at enemies. Ghost Rider is also able to vomit his chain at opponents, which might sound disgusting, but it's actually pretty cool looking. Johnny also has complete control over hellfire and normal fire, and can generate projectile fire in massive amounts, manipulated any way that he wants. He also has a motorcycle, which can travel much faster than normal motorcycles, perform impossible feats like driving straight up walls, across water. It's even occasionally driven in the air. Blaze and Zarathos often battle for control, with Johnny usually having dominance and is a bit more compassionate. But when Zarathos takes over, his power increases exponentially to where he can easily battle against Doctor Strange and World War Hulk. So, that's what we got one corner, the Spirit of Vengeance, Ghost Rider. But, entering the ring, the other corner, well, it's the Hellblazer, John Constantine. John Constantine, the Hellblazer, is a working-class magician, occult detective, and a golden-tongued con man. He is well known for his scathing wit, endless cynicism, ruthless cunning, and constant chain-smoking. While Constantine comes across as a roguish, counterculture anti-hero, he's also driven by a heartfelt desire to defend mankind against the forces of evil. Constantine is very much a brains-over-brawn character. While he has been known to engage in combat with someone from time to time, he'd much rather outsmart someone than beat them up. He's considered a master con artist, and extremely manipulative, even able to con the devil himself. He also prefers to make instant decisions, relying on his miraculous brain to get out of situations rather than preparing for things long in advance. He's famously skilled in magic and knows divination, demon spawning, cursing opponents, gallimancy, occlumency, necromancy, vivimancy, illusion casting, and some street-level magic stuff. John has shown the ability to return from the dead, resurrect himself. Also, supernaturally good luck. It's sometimes referred to as synchronicity wave traveling, but this good luck is essentially a form of localized reality warping, and explains why he survived all that he survived. So, who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, John Constantine is absolutely no stranger to squaring off against demons. Ghost Rider is the most powerful supernatural forces out there. This would be absolutely legendary before they get into their inevitable mystical team-up. But if they were ever to come to blows, who would come out on top? Well, today, that's what we're going to find out. Now let's start off by taking a look at Ghost Rider. So Johnny is incredibly powerful, being strong enough to punch Lucifer and send him flying, easily tear up solid steel doors, toss around several tons of machinery, just absolutely chuck a car and easily overpower opponents. Ghost Rider is also incredibly durable. Just for starters, he's completely bulletproof. He's thrown a big vial of nitro down his mouth, didn't even stop him from laughing. World War Hulk smashed Johnny, While Johnny went down, the Ghost Rider didn't, because his spirit took over. He's even taken attacks from all the Avengers, Sorcerer Supreme Brother Voodoo, even taking blasts from gods like Pluto. He's highly resistant to magical attacks. Holy objects have no particular advantage on him, and even Doctor Strange has a particularly hard time going up against him. He's got his Hellfire, which is one of his signature attacks. It's capable of hurting Iron Man and Doctor Doom through their armor, can blast apart a mountain, it's taken out the Hulk before, burnt demons, and Rider can even create constructs out of the Hellfire. It's also unique that the flame can make even Captain America overwhelmed with despair. Just to put that into perspective, Cap battled against Korvac hundreds of times in a row without giving up. And then Ghost Rider has got its penance stare. It turned Brother Voodoo, while he was the Sorcerer Supreme, to nothing more than a gibbering mess. Also very nearly killed Doctor Strange. So yeah, Ghost Rider is incredibly powerful. Definitely a force not to be trifled with or taken lightly. But Constantine, on the other hand, Constantine has regularly shown that he can defeat countless demons, other powerful beings, and doesn't even need that much time to prepare beforehand. Let's take a look at some of the things that Constantine has managed to do. For starters, he's managed to outsmart and beat the First of the Fallen 3 separate times. Now, for those who don't know, the First of the Fallen is actually the conscience of the Presence given form, so the Presence could talk to himself. First of the Fallen believed that giving humans free will was a huge mistake. The Presence didn't like this idea, he cast him out, causing him to become the First of the Fallen. The first time John was just hanging out with a friend who had sold his soul to the First of the Fallen, and this friend died that night. So when the Fallen One came to collect the soul, John was there, cast a simple spell, and offered him a drink. The First of the Fallen was shocked and impressed by Constantine's tenacity, and so he agreed. The two shared a beer, and when John undid the spell, feeling that the beer was actually holy water, the Fallen One doubled over in pain and was defeated. Then Constantine beat him 2 other times. Even though the First of the Fallen knew about him, it was gunning for him, as he wanted to torture Constantine's soul more than anybody else. In fact, John is defeated and outsmarted every single Lord of Hell and demon there is. He defeated the Archangel Gabriel, is able to trick the Presence, or God himself, into doing his bidding. You see, Constantine convinced the Presence that he could take over Hell in about 500 years, organize and be a whole next level threat. And the Presence believed him. So much so that he actually entered his contract with the First of the Fallen, all to prevent John from going to Hell. So my point in saying all this is that these two guys just fight very, very differently. Ghost Rider is one of the most powerful demons in Hell. Constantine is an exorcist, a sly con man, but nowhere near on the same power level as someone like Ghost Rider. However, give John just a little bit of time to prepare, even a few minutes, where he can put a good fight against just about anyone. He's cut Swamp Thing off from the green. He's actually killed Dr. Fate, somehow managed to trick Darkseid into thinking that he was dead, managed to cast a universe-wide illusion, convincing Darkseid that he was actually in a dead dimension, already consumed, and he's got the will to resist the Presence, and dead men can't possess him. John also has quite the silver tongue. He's convinced an ancient demonic creature to actually help him. He's stolen Shazam's powers before, and even convinced the Spectre to spare him. So, end of the day, who's coming out on top here? Well, it's funny. If it was just a straight up fight, well then Ghost Rider would crush him. Just annihilate him. But that's not how John fights. John fights with his mind, his words, and his wits. If Ghost Rider's plan is to seek vengeance on Constantine, well, I believe Constantine can talk him out of it and convince him to spare him, just like John did with the Spectre. Constantine might even be able to simply resist the penance stare, considering he's resisted similar things in the past, and then give John just a little bit of time to prepare beforehand. Well, he can definitely take down Ghost Rider. I mean, he's taking out a whole lot more and with a whole lot less, even going up against Darkseid and the First of the Fallen. So yeah, it might not be every time Ghost Rider will get some wins in there, but more often than not, I'm gonna go with Constantine's conniving and his trickery. Constantine wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure the like button, subscribe button, turn on notifications, join the Fanco army, and I will see you all next time.